Hi guys, my name is Brittany and welcome to another video on my YouTube channel. I am so excited today to bring you the Makeup Revolution full coverage foundation review. It retails for around $12 and you can get it at any of your local drugstores. Here on this channel we do many videos of fashion and beauty and makeup tutorials to testing out products and honest reviews. That sounds like something that you would like, then be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn your notification bell so that way you never miss out when I post. I do post every Friday. I hope you enjoyed this video. Without further ado, we're gonna jump right in. Okay guys, so as you can tell by the title in my intro today, we are going to be reviewing the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. Now it claims to be full coverage, but as you have seen in my videos, a lot of times brands will make that claim and that's not necessarily true. So we are going to really do our test today. I have really been wanting to try this foundation. I've seen it at Target, at Ulta, and all other places. I have tried the Makeup Revolution products before. I've tried their concealer, and when I used that, it was supposed to be a dupe for Shape Tape. Now, I tend to like more of a semi-matte finish or a like dewy finish foundation or product, especially up under the eyes, like with concealer. Because this was so matte, yes, it was a good dupe for Shape Tape. It was a little bit too matte for me. So this does say that it is a matte formulation. So I hope that it's not too drying on my skin. I have combination skin. As you can probably see, I have a couple of breakouts here. Right on my cheeks is really where I usually break out, and then kind of all over this area. I do change foundations a lot on this channel, so I do typically have that problem. My skin had gotten so clear just from using the Pure 4-in-1 foundation. It was so used to that and my skincare routine that it really cleared up for me. However, trying out products on this channel has definitely made it 10 times worse. Hopefully this foundation will not ruin my skin. That's what I'm hoping for. So we're going to go ahead and put the foundation on and let you guys see what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and start that for you. I am going to be taking my foundation brush that I picked up from Target. It's the SK brand and it's the flat top foundation brush. I really love going in with a foundation brush and then switching to a beauty blender, which I got a brand new one for you. Now I grabbed the shade F2. This is the second lightest shade. However, it looks very like warm and it looks like it's gonna match my skin tone pretty well. Here is a hand swatch. It looks a little bit lighter than my skin. However, it's not too bad, especially because I'm so pale right now. I really need to self tan or tan in general. And it does come with a doe foot applicator. I do like these, however, I like the squeezy tubes just a little bit better because sometimes you can't get the most out of this product. But for 12 bucks for 1 fluid ounce, I mean, I feel like, oh, I'm sorry, it's 0.8 fluid ounces. So you're actually getting less than a lot of other foundations. The standard size is 1 fluid ounce, so that's not really great. But $12 is always good. That's affordable. So we're going to go ahead and go in, and I am not going to swipe this directly on my face. I'm just going to put some on my brush, and then I will dot it all over my face. I just cleaned and sanitized my brushes. I use something that I got off of Amazon. If you want to know what that is, it is definitely a little bit expensive, but it is my favorite brush cleaner because it just like, you literally pour into something. It comes with like a little metal tin, and then you dip your brush in, wipe it off. It's completely dry, completely clean. It is the easiest makeup brush cleaner that I have ever used in my life. There's no scrubbing, there's no washing for hours. You don't have to wait a long time until it dries. It dries immediately. You can like wipe your makeup brush on a towel and it's great. I definitely think for one of my next videos, I want to do an Amazon top 10, or like my top 10 things I've ever bought off of Amazon, what I use daily or weekly for you. I think that would be a really good idea. Let me know what you like off of Amazon, because I am constantly ordering. My husband is so tired of the Amazon packages continuing to come to our house. He's like, you have a problem, we're gonna have to start leaving cash tips for our Amazon delivery person. You need to cut it out. So if you have something good that you like, definitely leave that down below, because I love my Amazon orders. Okay, so I'm gonna start my forehead because I don't want that much product there, and I'm just dotting it all on my face. Whoa, this is like definitely a little bit light. However, the next couple ones, the F3 looks like a very cool toned foundation, and the F4 shade definitely looked way too dark for my skin tone. Plus, as we know, as we've seen, I do not know what color I am. I must be colorblind, because every time I go somewhere, I pick out the wrong foundation. So unless I can test it out, it is not going to be the right one, but it's okay. Also, saying like F1, F2, F3, that does not give me a good description of what the foundation is. I need to know, is it a neutral undertone? Is it a cool undertone? Is it a warm undertone? I typically like I typically like warmer undertones. I do stick with neutrals most of the time, but cool undertones always pull too pink on me. Some warm undertones will pull way too yellow. I mean, I'm normally fine with that. But as you can see from here to here, my face is too white, and I hate that. And generally, if my skin looks like this, I will not like the foundation, because I will think that it looks gross or it's picking up on my texture. If you do have a texture problem, try going one shade darker with your foundation. To me, it always just helps conceal and hide everything. And I am going to go ahead, and that was just like a little bit on there. So I'm going to add some more to my cheeks, because we want that full coverage look. And then I'll take a look and let you see like what it looks like up close. So y'all, Easter is definitely coming up. It's approaching pretty quickly. What are you guys doing for Easter? Are you doing anything special? I feel like working in retail, it's almost like the Christmas season, especially when you work in women's clothing and you sell a lot of dresses. It has been so busy. We definitely have blackout dates on Easter as well. And it has been a little bit more difficult, because you see the moms and daughters fighting over dresses and what they're going to wear for Easter. Let your kids wear whatever they want to. Like, I understand if your kids are young, but if you have a teenager, as long as they're not exposing too much, just let them be themselves. Like, no one wants to hear you and your kid arguing, and it really, really is crazy how much pressure people put on their children, and it's sad to me. Okay, so this is scary white from what I'm seeing in the camera. It literally looks like a ghost. So we're going to have to do a lot with our concealer just to make this work. I definitely should have gotten a darker shade for sure. But I'm going to stop. I'm going to check my mirror, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so this is literally like a joke. I look so white. It's crazy. So let's take a look up close. This is what my skin looks like. I am going to go in and fix it with a color corrector, but this is what it looks like right now. My skin actually looks as white as it looks, which is insane. It actually looks really like smooth, and I don't feel like this is matte at all. I would say more of a demi matte formula. And I mean, it's covering pretty much everything. It looks like my pimples are covered up, and my dark circles are covered. So I would say it was like a medium coverage. I don't feel like it's technically full coverage, but we're gonna fix the color, and then I will be back to give you my final thoughts on everything. I went ahead and mixed in a little bit of a color corrector. It is like a little bit yellow, so I definitely think that I fixed the color. It still looks pretty white on camera, but when I go in and do my bronzer, my powder, and everything else, it's going to look like every other foundation. So far, I will say that it dried down very, very quickly. So if you are someone who is inexperienced with makeup, or you're not used to like a really thick matte formula, I would definitely say work quickly. Start on one part of your face at a time, blend it out, and then go to the next. Do not leave it sitting for very long before blending it, because it is going to make it a little bit more difficult on you. So I'm going to powder and do the rest of my makeup. I will be using my Conspiracy palette today to create my eye look. If you have not seen it, then click right here and you can watch my Conspiracy review. I absolutely love this palette, and I don't have many opportunities to play with it. It is a lot of spring colors. I mean, there's some neutrals in there and some summer colors, but I definitely tend to wait till the warmer months to play with these colors in the palette. But I will be right back to show you guys my final look. So my final thoughts on it are, it looks okay on camera. It does not look great in person. I definitely had to use a lot of setting spray to get it to be even this shiny, as you can see. It is very, very matte. It is, I would say, more like a medium coverage. I could still see my freckles, like my little mole shining through, my imperfections in my skin, which a lot of people do like that in their foundations now. They're all about embracing how they naturally look, and that's totally fine. However, if you're going to claim to be a full coverage foundation, that's definitely what I expect whenever I put it on. I want to see a layer, like it doesn't even look like my skin. However, that did not happen. So I would not claim that this is a full coverage. I would say medium to buildable coverage. It's really hard to hit that full coverage mark, in my opinion, especially because I've tried out so many different products. Other than that, I think that it is pretty good. If you like matte foundations, that's great. I do see a lot of creases down here. And in the bottle, it's very hard to pick out the type of foundation. So my skin tone is normally like a light medium, or more, yeah, I would say like a light medium color. So for me to see the second color and think that that looks similar to my skin tone, and it looked like a white ghost face on me, is not good. Like it's like F1 to F20 or whatever. And there's not that big of a difference when you look at the different Fs on there. I think there's a lot of colors that definitely could have been taken out. I wish that there was a cool, neutral, and warmer undertones, and that it told you what that meant. I wish there was more comparisons in their displays. I get that they are only $12, which is a great affordable foundation, but there is affordable foundations that go above and beyond to have a better shade range. Not only that, but they also try and describe their foundations. That way people don't end up with the wrong colors, which I think is a smarter way to go about things. If you're going to make a product, I definitely stand by the fact that I feel like it should be made right, and I just did not see this with this foundation. So overall, I would give it like a okay. I would not recommend it to anyone unless they were looking for a medium matte foundation and they could take the time and money to buy a couple of shades to match their skin color. I definitely should have done that, but you guys know I'm very frugal and I don't like to spend a lot of money, and I knew this was probably not a foundation that was going to be my favorite just because it was matte, and I have tried Makeup Revolution products before that were matte. If you like this video, then give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below letting me know which foundation you'd like me to review next. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell, because I do post every Friday and I don't want you to miss those posts. Other than that, I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you guys in my next one.